Hello, my name is Caden. This is Castle Tutelage, your home defense network. We talked a little bit about this several years ago, and recently came up in another conversation about telling people that you have a concealed carry weapon on you, or telling people that if you are invited to a party that you have a gun. Um, you know something? From my perspective, concealed means concealed. You do not need to be blabbing to everybody that you have a concealed carry permit. The only people who knows that I carry concealed is my wife, my two children, and the friends that I have direct contact that uses guns. All right? That is the only scenario. Work. Should you tell anybody that you have a gun at work? No, absolutely not. There was a case in Florida where a guy was posting that he has these guns, and another woman got was in the same. They were up for the same job. It was the same promotion, and one time the woman said something disparaging about his retarded son. I do not remember what the phrase was, but he called her out on it at the desk. And everybody heard that argument. If someone's going to call my kid who's challenged a retard, I may go after him too. But it doesn't help that he talks about his weapons. Okay, it does nobody any good. Long story short, what she did is file a restraining order that he has guns, he and known to have guns, and he threatened her life. Guy was fired. He was put in jail. I think the scenario was that she told her superiors that he was going to go home to get his gun and then come back. And the police got involved for obvious reasons, and it took a long time. The lady, my understanding is that the lady confessed that it was a lie, and then she got into trouble. Okay. Um, so telling people that you actually have a gun. Now, I'm not telling you to commit a crime by going to somebody's house that clearly politically doesn't like it. I have a hard time believing that I'd go over to that person's house anyway. Um, but having a safe in your car to put it in, taking off your holster off your belt or whatever is prudent anyway. You don't need to be a butt pain. Carrying a gun is not a political statement. Once you turn it into a political statement, I don't really have that much sympathy. You can do like what the Yankee Marshal does is every second of the month, um, I think he calls it every second matters or something, where you open carry and it becomes a little bit of a political thing with it. But to use it as a political tool, I wouldn't do that. There was another story that I was talking to someone a few years ago, and he was a younger kid. He's about 20 years younger than me, and he got his concealed weapons permit. He told his friends about it, but then two of his friends became real jackasses and became more aggressive to other people. You know how young kids do when they think that their balls are dropping and their hormones are floating, and they're tooting their horn of their masculinity. Two of his friends started acting like real jackasses. One came up to him and says, "Yeah, the reason why I did this was because I know you had a gun and you'd back me up." What? Are you kidding me? You think that just because I have a CCW and you're acting like a jackass is I'm going to back up your ass with my gun? Did I actually hear that right? He told me that he never saw that person again. I don't blame him. Telling people that you have a CCW has no benefit. Has absolutely no benefit. If they are not part of your gun world, even part of your family, my family, um, some of them hunt. I don't tell them that I have a CCW. It's never come up. I don't know what I'd do if those guys that really asked me to push me for it. It's none of their business. Keep it quiet. No reason to tell people. My name is Kate, and this is Castle Tutelage, your home defense network. I hope this helped.